Here's how I completely transformed my body in 2025 after having my third baby, and how you can too. This one's for new moms. Disclaimers. I don't use the term snapback because you will never be who you once were. You are better. Number two, if you're looking for a quick fix, this is not the video for you. Transforming your body after having a baby takes delayed gratification. It takes time. It's not easy, but it is very straightforward. Anyway, here's how I did it. On January 13th, I was 207 pounds. I was at the tail end of my breastfeeding journey. Mentally, I felt like I was in jail. Physically, I felt like I was in jail. Spiritually, I felt like I was in jail. The first and the most important step in seeing results, tracking my food. I'm talking everything I put in my mouth, taking control of my intake so that at the end of every day, I was burning more than I was consuming. Basically, a fancy way to say calorie deficit, taking control of my diet. The hardest part of the process. Counting calories is a really cumbersome task, but it's such a critical component to taking control of your diet. From sauces to oils, all the major macros, I tracked every calorie and really overdid it on the protein to curb cravings. I am a habitual snacker. I cannot stress this enough. If weight loss is a goal of yours after having a baby, it doesn't get simpler than burning more than you consume. Number two, movement. I don't mean hard hit classes. I don't mean Barry's boot camp. I don't mean CrossFit. All of those things work, but I needed something simple and approachable. Walking. I started by walking 15 minutes a day and proved to myself that I can do this one thing for 2 weeks straight. The key to having movement help with weight loss is consistency. It does not matter what type of movement it is. I walked because it was easy and I wanted something easy. So 15 minutes eventually turned into 30, turned to 45, turned into 5 miles or 10,000 steps a day. And that became my routine. Calorie deficit, walking 10,000 steps a day. These two very basic steps are what helped me transform my body and took me out of the jail that I felt I was in. It took me about 8 months to increase the intensity of my workouts, and I just ran my first half marathon since the first time I was 19 years old. And now I'm training for my very first marathon in March. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be patient and you need to follow the plan. It is so hard to develop discipline and to fall in love with the process. You will feel like you are not making any progress some weeks, but sticking to your plan, showing up on weekends, not getting down on yourself if you slip up, not waiting for motivation to show up, and doing it anyway. I woke up one day and could not recognize myself. It is hard, but you have done harder things. Start small. Know it is going to take time. But the thing about time is it's going to pass anyway. So what will you do with that time? Do those small things with consistency. And that consistency is going to teach your kids that you are resilient and they can be too. Start now.